Y'all ever heard of the Pareto principle? It's also called the 80-20 rule. Anybody ever heard of that before? And the idea is this, is that in pretty much any situation, out of 100%, there's going to be 80% of something and 20% of something else. And the idea is this, is that no relationship will ever give you 100. Right? And some of you are like, well, do I just need to settle then? No. You need to accept Jesus because he's the only 100 that there is. If you're looking for 100 in another person, you're always going to be let down. You want to get really real? This is how it plays out. She walks in at the office, and she's got the 20 that your wife used to have before she had your kids. I'm talking about you guys because my wife's got a rocking body. Can I say that? I don't know, but I did. And what happens is she walks in, and she's got the 20% that you think that your wife used to have. And you're like, so what happens in the moment is you want to go chasing the 20 and leave the 80. And what you might find out, you better be careful because you might find out that 20 is all she got. And you left the 80 to go looking for the 20. You sacrificed 80 for 20, you idiot. You left the 80 good to go looking for the little 20 over here. And your wife was a really good 80. You said, what about that 20? I don't know. Grass might be greener on that side. And you lost it all. You lost it all. I hear wives say this. The biggest enemy of a marriage is beginning to criticize and find fault instead of celebrating. We begin to compare. Can I just be really honest? I didn't say this at 9 o'clock. I didn't think they were ready for it. I think you're ready for it. I've heard this said before. The guys will come to me and say this. Said, my wife actually told me she wished that I was more like you. Ah. Let me say this to any ladies or any guys who would ever compare somebody else to somebody else. Don't compare your husband at his worst to me at my best. That's not fair. Because if Summer compared me to me, I'd lose every time. What you see up here is like as good as it gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Don't compare somebody in their grumpy emotions to somebody who has the anointing of the Spirit to preach the gospel. Don't ever do that. And I hear guys say, well, man, my wife, she used to have that body. I don't know. I mean, that's why I look at porn. That's why I do this. I heard a pastor say one of the best things that I've just kind of tucked away in my heart. He said this. He said, I've made a vow and I've made a pledge that I will never compare my wife's body to another woman's body who didn't pay the price to have my kids. Come on.